Welcome back to a new video that I know I haven't made in a long time. Two or three updates here. One, I got a new camera. Yes, that's a Leica M6. And yes, it's film. So that is the second update. And then the third update is that I am now shooting in color. And yeah, it feels great to be back. Also, look, back in Chicago, baby. Here for a short trip, but let's start there.
Yep. And we back.
Okay, we back. This is in downtown Chicago. So this is like literally right after I got off the plane, hopped on the L or the public transit here, and got to my hotel and got out the door. So this is like probably just after 5 p.m. I've been walking around for a bit, just searching for a shot. Then I finally see something interesting. These two guys are taking down this massive flag. People are looking back at me because I'm taking photos, but cool. So another great thing about coming back to Chicago is being able to shoot with some old buddies, like this guy. This is Chris Plunkett. He goes by @CP Plunkett on Instagram. Check him out. So there he is getting his shot, and here's mine. Alright, so here we are still camping at the corner of State and Randolph, which is right next to the Chicago Theater. Fun fact, if you didn't know that, if you're not in Chicago. But yeah, that's where it is. Bus goes by and I kind of hear this dude behind me fall, so I get this shot. Okay, same intersection, except now I'm on the other side of the street. You can kind of see the Chicago Theater there in the background. Kind of gives you a nice backdrop to work with. I just need something interesting to happen or someone interesting to walk by now. So just kind of scouting subjects. As this couple walks by, I notice this guy wearing an eye patch. First I hesitate to take his photo, but then I take it. I kind of like how that one turned out. Okay, so now we're at Michigan and Randolph, a couple blocks east of the previous shots. Coming up on this intersection, I noticed that this pair on the right, they're separated from their friend that's kind of walking towards me now, and they're kind of joking around with her, so she's kind of in a playful mood. So I get that nice little playful shot. So now we're at the world famous Chicago Bean. Look at that beautiful little bean, or big bean, I should say. Now, I rarely ever shot around this area when I used to live here. It's kind of very touristy. I don't want to sound too negative about that, but, it's basically just tourists coming here. But, as the evening rush dies down, there's less and less people around. So if you want to go to a place that's guaranteed to have people, this is a good spot. Okay, and this was actually the last shot of the first evening or first night or first session back in Chicago. Now we're in the next day. So this is the morning before I had to go to the office. Getting some really good light here coming down the east-west streets in downtown. Just walking, trying to wake up in the morning. And still walking into the sun. And then I notice, I'm right next to this church. I see this priest having this conversation right in this beautiful light. So I'm just going to turn around and get a quick snap. Okay, a little bit later in the morning now. Really just trying to maximize my time here. I know that I'm not going to be able to shoot I think for the next 2 days after I go into the office, so just trying to get as much in as I can, especially shooting in Chicago. So yeah, there's this guy to the right here that I don't notice in time. See, something's like stuck under his car, and now I notice. He ran over that cone, and I noticed too late. That would have been so much better if I noticed like 20 seconds before. Okay, so that was the end of that roll. We're gonna pick back up here a couple of days later on the Saturday of that weekend, which is the same Saturday as the Chicago Air and Water Show. So roll the tape. Okay, so right after turning on the camera, I noticed this lady with a Ziploc box in her bag, holding hands with this lady who's wearing a poncho that looks like a bag. Pretty straightforward. Okay, so now we find ourselves walking along the lakefront of Chicago. To the right there, that is Oak Street Beach. Yes, there are beaches in Chicago. I know I didn't really know that before I moved there, but they're actually pretty nice to go to in the summer, especially during the hot summers. So you can see here, people are kind of just watching the show, the Air and Water Show, which I would highly recommend if you ever have a chance to see it. It's super fun. There are a lot of people and great opportunities for street photography as well. So I'm kind of just scouting people, trying to find something interesting, and also just trying to get comfortable. And I see this couple going at it. Okay, so here I am making the decision to get on the other side of these spectators onto this weird little concrete area next to the lake. There's this kid here on this blue chair that's, watching these jets go by, leaving this like colorful trail behind them. He's also eating this like pretty colorful popsicle that kind of matches the colors that the jets are leaving behind them. So I tried to make a photo that kind of incorporates that together, but it didn't quite work out because the jets went bye-bye. And I'm just going to take a picture of him taking a picture of that popsicle. All right. Further along in that little weird concrete walking area next to the lake, I spot these birds that are kind of just lined up nicely next to each other. So hoping that the jets go by in a nice formation, I can get this nice little composition with these birds in a line and jets also in a line. So I'm just gonna wait here until that happens and just hope it happens, because prior to this the jets were kind of flying by back and forth in formation, so of course when I'm ready for it, it doesn't happen, or it takes a while at least. So we're just gonna sit here and watch. Does this count as street photography if it's not people? Does it matter? No, I don't think it matters. Just as long as the picture looks good. Also, this lady is really committed to her phone call right now. Like, there are literally jets making a lot of noise right next to you. I guess it's important, but anyways. Where are those goddamn planes? Oh, wait, there's one. Finally, a formation. And another bird. Bonus. Okay, after taking a quick break, I turn the camera back on, and there is this Elvis Presley looking guy with a Superman jacket on. Cool. The next shot's not too far after this, so let me fast forward a little bit. So now we're making our way into one of the main viewing areas for the Air and Water Show. So this is North Avenue Beach. Curious why most of the people are heading in the other direction of where I'm going. Maybe they've seen enough. So I noticed this family to the right here. They all have popsicles, so kind of a hip shot. Get lucky and end up with this photo. So we fought our way to the front of the beach here. just in time for the main attraction of the Air and Water Show, which is the Blue Angels. So cool. So as the Blue Angels are kind of going back and forth during their performance, I'm mostly just trying to find interesting things to pair the Blue Angels with. But as you can see, it started to rain. Not great, but here they are going by. So I decided just to take their photo with this family in the water here. Okay, so because it was raining, overcast, cloudy, or whatever, the weather was bad. So they decided to cut the show short for the day. So no more Blue Angels. Didn't really get as many photos as I wanted with the Blue Angels, but that's okay. I noticed this couple on the right here in the blue ponchos. They're kind of cleaning up and butting heads as they clean up. Thought that was funny. Okay, in this last shot here, I literally just turned on the GoPro again, so there's not much footage before I actually got the shot, but there's a couple, and this girl is just gazing off into the distance. So yeah, so that was it. That was the last shot of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you guys think of this new voiceover format for these videos. They're really interesting to make, but if you guys don't like them, then I don't know. Maybe I'll keep doing them, or maybe I won't. Also, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Now when they see us in the streets, all they wanna do is take pics, and I'm like, okay.